record permission from the host, it says.
I'm recording. It's recording. Okay, so
Cool.
let me do some quick things here for you. So share. Now let's get this off of here, and let's get into Facebook. I don't know who's on here, if it's mine or Angie's page. It is Angie's page, of course, but we could still get, here's her groups. Better Together VIP. Okay, so this is our big, like page right here. So, right. Anybody, Rhonda and Tony Lucero, Colton Winkleman, Nancy Puga, any of these people, like start following some of them. And the reason being is, or in here, if anybody's doing, showing their transformations, or go to the bigger, like, Prove It site, like start getting some pictures of people showing their day 1, day 5, day 10, not scream and prove it or whatever, and start sprinkling some of that in your stories as well. Because you talk to people were interested, but now start showing people like some of the results of what's happening from it. That fear of missing out, okay? Sprinkle that into your stories. I've been doing that every so often as well. If you follow my stories, you're going to see some of that in there as well, where it's showing a day 1, day 5, day 10, a month, whatever, with all of this different stuff. So the people that were like on the fence, start showing them some things of like fear of missing out. Okay. Now the biggest thing is when you're doing stories, okay, and I don't know how well you're going to be able to see this, but like I try and do stories, at least if I sit down, like every night. It doesn't even matter what time it is, because stories are only good for 24 hours. So if you do them at night, you got all the way to the next night to see. So like for me, I've been getting a ton of my shit just right off of stories, because like you're not going to be able to see my screen, but like
Yeah, I follow you, and I watch them. Watch them pretty regularly when I can.
Like this one right here, what's going to make you more money? Okay, on my stories, 45 viewers. Now, if I just click on viewers, here's all the 45 viewers. That's 45. It might not all be 45, but this is where I start. And I just did like 10, 12 stories this morning, one after another. It took me a couple minutes, boom, shot them through. So now, I've got 45 people essentially, and all of these people, I'll just be like, hey man, I've got a script. I saved it in my notes, and my notes is like, what's up, brother? How have you been? Hey man, how would you like to jump in a 10-day drink ketones challenge with me? It's been a game changer on all levels, especially in my workouts. What do you know about ketones or ketosis? And I'll mass message that out to 48 people on that one freaking story. You know what I mean? And then when they're like, yeah, absolutely, I'll check it out, I'll send them to my 10-day challenge. Or what do you know about ketones or ketosis? Oh, I've tried keto before, blah, blah, blah. And then I'll be like, dude, that's the awesome thing. It's not a keto diet. You drink it twice a day. Check this out on my link, and let me know what you think. And then I send them my link. And whoever I send a link to, I track everything in my journal. And their name gets written. Yep, their name gets written down, and then they become a follow-up within 24 to 48 hours. Okay, but only do it like every other day, every 24 to 48 hours. Because if you send them something and then you follow up the next day and the next day and the next day and the next day and the next day, you're hounding the hell out of them. You know what I mean? So, so that's easy stuff with just like stories. Okay.
Yeah, I started that the other day. That was something that was brought up. I think Ange brought that up, talking about going through your stories and seeing people in your stories and stuff like that. I started that last week, and it's like I had 2 people text message me, "Hey man, did you know you got spammed?" And I was like, "Got spammed?" Like, yeah, you were like, hey man, how you doing? It's been a long time. You up to take a 10-day keto challenge or ketones challenge with me? Is what I sent. And they sent me a text message saying, hey, I think you got spammed. And I'm like, no, man, I didn't get spammed. They're like, okay, well, I'll go look at it. And then I haven't heard nothing back.
Yeah.
So,
Well,
and
all you can do is follow up with them. And dude, like, listen, I'll be like people that I don't hear shit back, but that's, but that's the thing. That's when we talked in the very, very beginning about like your daily method of operation, all you can do is if you have an hour a day is get out 10, 15 messages, or that's all you can do. And
but
you can only work with the willing, dude. Unfortunately, we know the value of this. We know how we feel off of it. And the only way you can make people feel the way you feel or that fear of missing out is trying to share things either on your page with adding value or through stories to create people to reach out to you. If not, you have to continually reach out, and that's all you can do every day is create that, those 10, 15 or whatever your number is. Now, I'll do way more than that. Like for me, if I'm just hitting my stories, I'll get, 30, 40 messages out, and then if they're open, then I might get another 10, 12 messages where I'm sending them the link. Like the other day, I sent out 30 of just those like, hey, what's up? How would you like to hop it? Something similar to you. And out of that, I sent out 11 people. So that not even 50%, you know what I mean? But 11 people are on my challenge site. They're looking at the thing.
yeah.
And now I need to follow up with them. You know what I mean? And what did you like best? And follow up with them and try and get them in. But that's all you can do. But now that stuff you can just easily work on and go through. But I want to kind of spend a few minutes with you on trying to help you get into promoters. Like number one, you should know where they're flying into. I did a post in our Facebook group about it too. It's like Charlotte, Michigan, Florida, California. Know where those are at. Do a mental thought of who do you know in those areas or 2-3 hours away, and then do a Facebook search up in the top where you can search and type in friends near Charlotte, friends near Miami, friends near Lansing, Michigan, or whatever, and see your friends that pop up, and then start conversations with them. You know what I mean? Like, and then these are going to be, but what you got to remember is number one, the people that are popping up, you got to think about if they're business-minded people or like someone you would want to have as a business partner. You know what I mean? Like some of the people that you started sending to me in the very beginning. And that's where you need to start that conversation of, hey, I see you're in Lansing, Michigan, blah, blah, blah. We haven't chatted for a while, but listen, same type of thing of like, I've started a home, a side gig, and we are launching and building in your area. Are you keeping your options open? We're looking to build a marketplace in Lansing, Michigan. Do you keep your options open? If not, no big deal. You know what I mean? And if they say yes, then you start getting them into the funnel. You get them something to look at, and then you're not going to just invite them to go to the presentation. They got to be screened. They got to see the information. They got to know what they're walking into. But that's how you can start getting to some of these fly-ins, because I can tell you, if you can get somebody, at least looking at information, and then get them to a 3-way call with me or Mike or Kyle, and then we can invite them to the special invite only with Nick or Blake there. Dude, it's a locked deal. You know what I mean? Right. So those are the fly-ins. Now, so no matter what, in your hour, get out 15, 20. They could be really quick, copy and paste. I'll send you real quick right now. I changed this, but it's the basis. It's the footprint of what I send people like that are on my story. So let me send this to you real quick. You could change it up. You could do it however you want, but it's basically what I just read to you. That's what someone will say, like right out of my stories. And it's just like, boom. Or you could say something that's personal to you of what you get out of the product. You know what I mean? Whether you've dropped weight, you have increased energy or whatever. You know, mine just says, hey, what's up, brother? How have you been? Hey, man, how would you like to jump in a 10-day drink ketones challenge with me? It's been a game changer on all levels, especially my workouts. Yours could be, it's been, whatever. I've dropped 7 pounds in whatever it is. You know what I mean?
11.
11?
Yeah.
And how long?
I took 2 of the 5-day experiences for myself because I knew that I wanted to.
So 11 pounds in 10 days?
And about 12.
Okay, so dude, hey, it's been a game changer for me. I've dropped 11 pounds in the last 10-day challenge I did. What do you know about ketones or ketosis? Same message I just sent you. You just personalized it. Put something that happened for you. So you're going to get, those are like your 15, 20, whatever for customers every day. But if you want promoters, okay, you need to start putting promoter messaging out in the world, out in the universe. And the only way you do that is by adding value, talking about making a I don't care if you haven't made a penny yet, being able to work, from home an hour a day, not taking away from your family, whatever. I do a lot of content on entrepreneurialism and stuff. You can feel free to, copy, or if you follow people on Instagram that it resonates with you, take it, but then make sure you're putting some of your own spin or your own wording. That's all I do as well. Like, I'm not this great content creator. I'll see something, but then I'll make it my own and put some of my own spin. Ange and I, we've been very fortunate for doing this, and then I have this post or whatever. When you put that kind of messaging, business mantra out there, you're going to attract business-minded people following you, watching your stuff. But then you still have to message people, just like you're doing with what I just sent you. Okay. Right. So now let's spend a few minutes on like where to go or how to do that or whatever. Have you gotten into any groups at all? Have you gotten yourself into any like-minded hobbies, any kind of groups where you can start expanding your market?
Just the ones I was in before, because I have this, especially with this week and constant's coming down. I haven't focused a whole lot on doing through Facebook. I've been sending some messages out every day. Like I said, I was doing the posts, copying and pasting some of the ketones pictures that were coming up from people, and I was copying, and I made my own through that, and then I was sending links off through that. That's all I've been doing really this last 4 or 5 days because of knowing Constance is coming, getting the house ready.
Okay.
Stuff like that. So, but throughout this next week is when I can start focusing on that, because I'm part of the Stronger Than Oak. I'm part of some.
I'm in that too.
My special Spartan one. It's only got 100 people in it, but it's still things that I can make posts in. I just haven't gotten into some of them, into making posts in those yet.
Okay. So here I'm gonna give you. I just want to drink this beneath my water. Thank you. I'm going to show you something real quick in groups. So that's fine to be in those groups. That's no problem. And just keep in mind that you want to, on your page, on your about, okay, you want to make sure that you've got entrepreneur, like that you like, go like some books, or go like on pages like, I don't know, Grant Cardone, whoever you follow, Gary V, Grant Cardone, whoever you might follow that's business minded, go like on their pages. Let me get onto my screen for a second here. On Facebook, I got to get off of my lovely wife.
Hi, Brent. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good to see you.
Yeah, you too. Maybe Constance will poke her head around the corner here. We got to leave it early in the morning to take. She's got to fly back, but
oh man,
she's packing right now.
Well, I hope you guys enjoyed your time together.
Well, minus the fire yesterday and locking keys in a U-Haul today. Yeah, it
Oh,
was good.
oh my
No,
God.
I was cooking steaks for everybody. We had 6 steaks for all the adults, and my daughter was here, and I had corn out there on the grill, and I set my timer for 5 minutes. I stepped down to grab some firewood for the fire pit, come back, and when I was walking back up to the grill, it looked like the bottom of the grill had flames coming. I was like, oh, it's just flaming up a little bit. And when I opened the lid, it came up real high. So I closed it down. I ran and grabbed a squirt bottle, and every time I would squirt, it was just getting bigger and bigger
Oh
and
my God.
bigger. So we got it moved out from underneath the awning that it was under. And by the time it doing that, it was billowing black smoke everywhere. And I ended up getting the fire hose or the water hose and putting it out with water because I didn't want to use a fire extinguisher and ruin all the food.
I was just going to
So,
say, did you save the steaks?
well, I didn't save the steaks per se, but as because of the phase they were in, they didn't get burned to non-eatable. But
They
Oh
were
my
still
God.
edible, huh?
they were still edible. But
Wow.
so
But I'm glad that you and Steve have the opportunity to do this. I know he's been really wanting to, have a power hour with you. So this is good stuff.
yeah, absolutely.
Okay, so I just went in real quick, Spartan 4.0, because I'm in that. I'm sure you are. It's a great group. So here's the importance of making sure your Facebook page, your about page, you've got things. So we want to connect with other entrepreneurial, business-minded people. So whoever you like, Tony Robbins, Grant Cardone, whoever it is, make sure you go on Facebook, and if they have a like page, just go like their like page, right? Because it's someone you like. Because here's what I'm going to show you. I'm in at Spartan 4.0. So in the groups that you're in, Strong as Oak, Spartan 4.0, whatever, you go into members. See where I'm at? Follow my cursor. Go into members. And this is awesome. So there's members. Here's admin and moderators. Here's friends. Here's the key. Members with things in common. Okay. So Facebook automatically does all the work for you and takes people from, so you're already in a like-minded group, right? It's Strong as Oak or Spartans 4.0, right? It's already a like-minded group from you. Then it takes everybody in that group and it groups them into this members with things in common because they have something else in common with you. And that's why if you have Tony Robbins, Grant Cardone, Gary Vee, or book like personal development books that you like, whatever they can grab that is in common with you, it's going to loop them together. And because all of my shit's business stuff and everything, I work completely out of this. And then you could go into see more right here. And these are all the people with things in common. See all these people that I can add friend, add friend, add friend. I mean, look at all these people. Goes and goes and goes and goes and goes and goes. I mean, all through here. So what I'll do is if I'm going for business, I'm going to look for someone that I think would be, here's the thing. Everybody in a Spartan group or Strong as Oak group is health minded. They should be on a 10-day challenge no matter what. But I'm just going to try and show you on how to, grab somebody and just get a message out. So I'm just kind of, without going to their page, I'm just going to kind of look at a profile. You could actually even go to their page and see, do they have a lot of engagement when they do a post? Do they get 30, 40 likes and 8 comments? You know what I mean? Like, that's a person of influence. Remember when we were launching and I told you, hey, make a list of people of influence. Now, let me back up for a second. Your list, okay, of influencers should always keep growing. So if you keep thinking of people like the people you were sending me when you first started, keep your warm market is the best by far, okay? But what you want to look in these groups now is who is also someone who is I don't even know who this dude is, but let me just click on his page for a second. He's self-employed. He's in the gym army, another group that I'm in, which I know he's into fitness. 71 mutual friends. That's a great dude I should probably connect with. I could go and add a friend here, and what you could do that becomes part of your tracking. So like if you add 10 friends a day in your date for today, you would write add friends, and then next to add friends you would write Spartan group or 4.0, and then you would write Brad Beckham the third if you added him as a friend, and then that way it's tracked. So if Brad accepts your friend request tomorrow, the next day, you're going to see new friend Brad Beckham. You're not going to know who the hell he is, and then you could go back. Oh, Brad was from Spartan 4.0. Okay, now you don't need to say, hey, I met you in Spartan 4.0, but you at least know like how the conversation can kind of go. You know what I mean? And let me see if I can go to this dude's page, view profile, and see where he's from. Or so he's in construction. I already know I could talk to this dude. He's a union electrician. He was in the army. He lives in Tennessee. See this? So what I would do for this guy is Brad. You know, I'll add him.
I know who Brad Beckham is. He's actually in my group. See him? You scroll down, and he was carrying that green stick in his hand. This picture right here, where he's got that green stick in his mouth. Up a little bit. Right there. Get that green. Yep. That was from our Spartan. That was from our Hurricane Heat.
Okay. Well, this would be a great dude for you to connect with. Okay. Do you see how easy that is? So what I would do for this guy, I sent him a friend request, and I don't know him from Adam. So I'm just going to be like, Brad, what's going on, brother? Appreciate the ad. Hey, man, I know we don't know each other, so call the elephant out of the room. I know we don't know each other, but love your page. See you're into fitness. Listen, I have a side gig, a home-based business, and I'm looking to expand it into your marketplace, into Tennessee. Because, see, I see he's in Tennessee. Just curious, do you keep your options open for another stream of income? If not, no worries. Great to connect with like-minded people. That's it. That's it. It's not spamming them. You're not getting ridiculous. You're not getting crazy. You know, now, ideally, if you have Spartans, now you could actually connect with this dude a little deeper.
Did you see one of his mutual friends there? Scroll back up. The first picture in mutual friends.
You.
That's me. Yeah.
So you guys are already friends. You should be talking to this dude.
Yeah, that I was working going through the list. Yep.
Okay. So, but that's how you would in a group. I just picked this. Look at, and you see how this shit works? You and I connected out of a Spartan group, whatever, 2 years ago. I just happened to pick a dude that you know that I would have sent a friend request to. Why? I'm just looking for like my own avatar, right? Like my own people like me. It's how you and I connected, and you're a part of this team. Do you see how that could work for you?
Yep.
Okay, perfect. So, and you could be in all kinds of groups, dude. But don't forget, the key is the more stuff you have in your own about and things you like, okay, it'll help narrow it down. If you don't have a lot of stuff on your page that you like, they're going to pull all kinds of random people. You know what I mean? So the more you can narrow things down that you like or whatever, and dude, you could be working out of Strong as Oak. I'm in that group as well. You could be working out of Spartan 4.0. I mean, this group alone, Spartan 4.0, probably has 14,000 members, dude. Like, you could stay in this for months prospecting people. And your you need to make, here's the deal. If you're going to prospect out of this group, make sure when you go to your cover page, in these photos right here, you better make sure you have a Spartan photo in there. Like he does on yours. Because when you send these people a friend request, okay, when you send them a friend request, they're going to not, who the hell's Brent? Brent Gilbert, they're going to go look at your page and they're going to be like, ah, he's a Spartan dude, blah, 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 whatever. And then they'll accept your friend request. Now, something else you can do is if you want to work out of the Spartan group, you could go here as well. Groups. Where's that Spartan 4.0 I just had? How did I just miss that freaking group? You can go right into, here we go, Spartan 4.0. So when I went into members, since you're heavy into the Spartan group, like I'm friends with 271 people in here. You probably have more than that. You could start writing friends if you wanted to. You know what I mean?
Okay.
See, look at, here's you. You're in this group. So you could start right with friends, but then if you want to grow your network, like have more people looking at your stories, have more people looking at your posts, this is how you do it. You get in like-minded groups, things that you already like, people you want to connect with, and you start adding friends with people that look like your avatar that you would want to be friends with. And you add friends, and you add 5 or 10 a day. If you added 10 friends a day and you work your business consistently 5 days a week, you would have added 50 new friends, 50 new people looking at your page constantly. But here's something that I've found out is Facebook, you can have 5,000 friends. And back in the day, it used to be, make sure you got 5,000 friends, have a ton of people looking at your stuff. But here's the problem. Facebook is designed to have interaction, to have connection, to have conversations. So if you have 5,000 friends and you're maxed out and you talk to 10 people and 10 people only, you get penalized by Facebook and the algorithms. And when you make an awesome post, you put some thought into it, you got this great post that you're going to make, and you get 2 likes because Facebook will screw with your algorithms and no one's going to see it. So you're better to have less friends, but be engaging with them. But engaging includes sending messages to people. So
Okay.
if you become friends with someone like that dude I just friended, okay, watch what happens. If that dude accepts my friend request, I'm going to send him a message, okay? And actually, if he accepts my friend request, one thing I'm going to do before, this is important. He accepts my friend request. I'll get a notification that I have a new friend. I will go to his page, like and comment on a few things, right? So now I'm going to be fresh on his page, and then I'm going to go send him, after I do that, I'll go send him that message that I told you. Hey, dude, I know we don't know each other, blah, blah, blah. I got nothing to lose. So I'm going to start, if I think he would be business-minded, which I think that dude possibly would be, I'll start with the business. And if he shuts me down, then I'll be like, listen, now I'll go to the 10-day challenge on him, because I could always go backwards, you know? And he might say no to that too, but who cares, right? It doesn't matter.
Right.
I don't even know the guy. So, but Facebook will recognize that you have a new friend, you liked and commented on his stuff, you sent him an instant message, he responded. So no matter what, if we don't talk ever again for like the next week, 2 weeks, he's going to see all of my posts. They're going to come up into his feed, because that's how the algorithms work. And that's why it's important for you to be putting some content out there. Don't get so wrapped up in, making sure you post 5 times a day and all this stuff. But try, income producing activities is what we're doing right here. Okay. Like adding friends, and actually adding friends isn't even an income producing activity. An income producing activity is asking someone if they're open to a business opportunity, or asking somebody if they'd like to hop in your 10-day challenge. Asking a yes or no question is an income producing activity. Whether it's a yes or whether it's a no, it doesn't matter, okay? That's what you want to be doing 10 to 15 things of every day, no matter what. Getting content out, getting stories out and adding friends. Yes, it's important to your business, but the only thing that's going to drive your business forward is asking a yes or no question. So just keep that in mind, okay? But that's it, dude. Get yourself in a couple groups. When you start sending messages, I want you to start. And when you start sending messages and you get in a group and you start doing that, you can send me a message. Hey, dude, how does this sound? Or, you know, and I could type it up and tweak it and send it back and say, try this or whatever. But you got to start. You know what I mean? You got to start having, because just like you were talking to people about joining your challenge, you have to do the same thing on business. Keep in mind, I'm going to go back to this. In our team page, let me go back to our team page. And our team page right here in files, better together. This is our team page in files. We have something that's a memory jogger. Where is it at? Getting your business started, maybe. Now, don't worry about all this. This was for Liv. Right here. See this? Memory jogger. This will help you in creating a list. Is it not on here anymore? Took me to the Vi website. What the freak? I wonder why it did that. We had a memory jogger right in here that would help you, like, think of dentists, doctors, whatever, like, for you to be writing down influential people. I'll look for it. I'll see, because that's taken me to the Vi website. I don't know why. It did take us to the memory jogger before. But my point that I was going to make was nothing beats warm market if you know people. So continue down that path. Okay, you were bringing some pretty, you know, you could every now and then follow back in with the people that have ghosted you right now. But the biggest thing for you to do, they're watching you, Brent. Trust me on this. They're watching you. So you need to keep throwing stories out. You need to keep getting some content. You're doing it. I've been watching you. You're getting stories. But keep doing it, okay? And when you do it, you're going to have people that you can reach out to from your stories, all of that about the challenge. But then you said, I want to start gearing towards promoters, okay? So, or get yourself, I'm going to show you something, what I love working out of for me here in Florida. And then we'll wrap this up. I love working out of, like, right here, South Florida, realtors and real estate agents. You can go do that out by you, whatever, you know what I mean? And I just go into members, because real estate people, dude, they are one and the same of, like, how we build this business. So like, I love members with things in common. I'll stay right here. These I'll go straight into business with, straight into and asking if they're open. All these people, like, I'll pick out, you know, realtors, mortgage people, car salesmen. If you want to get in the car sales group, whatever. I mean, those are other groups besides Spartan people. Another thing you can do is you can go into who's someone you like, who inspires you, like personal development or an entrepreneur or a book give me somebody.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest with you, you were inspiring me a lot with a lot of your stuff before. So,
but I haven't written a book or anything yet.
I know, man. With my work with security, like I told you, my page was locked down. It was only friends from before. So
do you have it opened up to public now?
I'm pretty much trained, for whatever reason, still to revert back. Did I lose you?
No, I got you. Hello?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, you can hear me. I can't hear you. It says my internet connection is. There we go. You're back now.
Yep.
Okay. I mean, when I'm off work, I've been spending it with my daughter, and then when I'm at work, I'm focus on security, and life is security. My house is a security fortress. I mean, so I don't get a whole lot of time to read, and I haven't gotten a whole lot of time to focus on that. And I'm horrible with names, to be honest. I'm horrible
Okay.
with names. So
Well, let me show you something on how to do that. How long is your drive to work and drive home?
about 30 minutes.
Awesome. Get on Audible. Have you ever heard of Audible?
Yeah.
Get on Audible, and on your ride into work and on your ride home, that's even if you do it 20 minutes there and 20 minutes home, that's 40 minutes of personal development a day. Okay. If you need people to listen to or get on podcasts, I have Ed Milet. I mean, I can give you all kinds of people for podcasts, or get Audible. You have to start growing your mindset, dude. You have to. If you want to grow into what you want your goals to be in this business of what you've told me, you need to be growing your mindset so you're capable of achieving what you want to achieve.
I got you.
So here's the thing. See this search tab here in Facebook?
Yeah.
I'm going to put somebody in here. Honey, give me an author. Give me somebody.
Rachel Hollis.
Rachel.
Well, why don't you do David Goggins? He's got a book. It's #1 Audible.
Well, I don't know if he's on here for a like page, but we'll check it out. David, you could put anybody in here. So here's David Goggins. He's got a like page. So do you know who David Goggins is?
No.
Okay.
I mean, I recognize the picture a little bit, but
well, here's the deal. He's a Navy SEAL, Special Forces dude. He's an ultra marathon runner. He's those guys that does those, 300-mile races. He's a badass. He spoke at our event in Dallas. So I just typed his name in right here. He has a like page, right? And it's a dude that inspires the hell out of me. He's an inspirational speaker. He's into fitness. So watch this. You go to his page. I'm going to go like his page right here. See how I can like it? Yep. Now, that's going to go to my own page, and my own page is going to reflect that I like David Goggins. So now anybody else that likes David Goggins, when I get in other groups, they're going to be in members with things in common with me. But now watch this. You can go to one of his posts, and look at this, dude. You want to talk about people to talk to? This post right here has 7.7 thousand likes, okay? Right. And this is a dude that inspires me. So these are all going to be like-minded people like myself. I could go right here off of this post, click on this, and here's every single person that has liked. 7,000 people like this. Now, if I can add them as a friend, it'll come up. Now, here's where I'll be picky because these will be people from all over the world, but like Clint Moore. See, you could just scroll over his name and that'll come up. I mean, it looks like a dude with a young kid and a wife. He lives in Houston, Texas. I could go add a friend here if I wanted. But do you see how it's endless of being able to connect with people if you want to? And that was just one example. David Goggins going to the very first post. It has 7,000 likes on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or you could even go to comments. There's 324 comments. You can go to comments and you could see, this dude. If somebody writes something that's like different and that like actually inspires you, great stuff as always, man. I can't thank you enough. Your book message changed my life. Quit tobacco. So did my wife. Failed at mile 31 and 50 and can't wait to try again. My daughters have a better father because of your message. That sounds pretty awesome. I could go and friend request this dude right here. Boom. Scroll over his name, come up here, add friend. I could connect with that guy if I wanted to. So, dude, but just here's the thing. Don't get caught going down rabbit holes. You can spend an hour of your day that you're going to be working your business, like right here, and then it's gone. You know what I mean? So just know how to use resources and make sure that you're still getting your work done, okay? So, I mean, I hope this is pretty helpful. The biggest thing
it's been great helpful. I've learned a lot more about Facebook today than I ever really knew about. So.
And the biggest thing that I can tell you is, just like with people that you're asking about a 10-day challenge, all you can ask these people are you open to another stream of income? You know what I mean? That's all you can ask them. And I'll send you a message, just like I did about the challenge, about what I would send somebody about if they're open for a business. And you could tweak it, make it your own or whatever, and start building notes in your phone. I have so many different subcategories. Let me stop sharing.
Yeah, I did that right away when you said you should have notes. I started my stream. It was awesome.
It's too glaring. You can't see it. But anyways, keep notes on your phone. Keep everything organized. And just here's the thing. I can teach you. Yeah, perfect.
Yeah. I started with all the notes, the links to send for people, the challenge.
Yep.
The bottom one was that was the Zoom that you sent out to send to promoters. I saved that link in there, stuff like that. So.
Okay, good. Here's what I can tell you. We can have these talks all we want, but you have to take action, and you got to start sending messages, so that way, if they're not working, you can send them to me and be like, Steve, should I tweak this? How should I respond to this or whatever? And then I could start helping interact with you. But like, you've got to start, just start now. You've got places you can go get people, start getting messages out. That'll start getting promoters going. That'll start getting people looking at your business opportunity.
Gotcha, brother.
Awesome. All right, man. Well, we have a call tonight at 9:00, team call. You saw that?
Yep.
Okay, perfect. So I'll see you on that, and keep me posted. Keep me in the loop. I'll get you this recording sent over to you as soon as it comes up.
Sweet, man.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.